Have you ever noticed how the more you chase a woman, the more she pulls away? You compliment her, text her first, make her feel special, and somehow she becomes colder, distant, less interested. It's frustrating, confusing, and let's be honest, it hurts your confidence. But what if I told you the secret isn't in chasing harder, it's in doing the exact opposite? Women like to feel wanted, that much is true, but sometimes you make them want you more by letting them take the lead. This video is going to show you exactly how to do that using clever, psychologically backed techniques that flip the game on its head. Welcome to Woman Signals, where we dive deep into dating psychology that actually works. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because this channel will change the way you understand women. Today, we're going beyond typical pickup lines or shallow advice. We're unpacking 10 powerful psychological triggers that can make a woman crave your attention, even chase after you without you having to lift a finger. But listen closely, these tricks are not to be used too early or recklessly. Used at the wrong time, they can backfire, but used strategically at the right moments, they make you unforgettable, magnetic, irresistible. Let's get started. Trick number 1, flip the script, make her chase you. We've been taught to pursue women non-stop. Call her, compliment her, text her good morning, tell her she's beautiful, ask her out again and again. The logic is simple. If I show her I care, she'll like me more. But reality, not so simple. When you chase constantly, you send an invisible signal. I need you more than you need me. And in psychology, that power imbalance creates a paradox. The more you chase, the less she feels the need to chase back. In fact, she might feel smothered or worse, lose respect. Because deep down, women aren't attracted to a man who revolves around them. They're drawn to men who are already whole, already moving, already focused with or without her. So, here's how you flip the script. Stop chasing, start living. Let her see that you're confident, self-sufficient, and that your life is already exciting, even if she's not in it yet. Don't be rude, don't ghost her. Just pull your energy back slightly. Let her wonder, why isn't he messaging me today? Is he seeing someone else? Did I do something wrong? That curiosity, that mystery, it's what triggers pursuit. Because now she's chasing clarity, chasing validation, chasing you. This is what psychologists call the scarcity principle. What's slightly out of reach becomes more desirable. So if you want her to chase you, be kind, be confident, but make her earn your attention. Trick number 2, the strategic power of ignoring her. Now this might sound cold at first, but ignoring her can be incredibly powerful when done right. Women are wired to crave emotional attention. When they don't get it from someone they're curious about, their mind starts spinning. Why isn't he noticing me? Did I say something wrong? What is he thinking? Here's the key. Ignoring isn't about being disrespectful. It's about being deliberate. Don't reply to every message right away. Don't always be available. Don't show up the moment she calls. When you hold back your energy, she feels the void, and that void becomes attractive. This triggers what psychologists call investment escalation. When someone puts in more emotional effort, they become more attached. By not giving her everything up front, you make her invest in the connection. But here's the caution, don't overdo it. If you ignore too much, she may feel unimportant or worse, rejected. So what's the balance? Be warm when you engage, be present when you're with her. But step back often enough that she feels your absence. Make her wonder, why did the energy shift? What's he up to? I kind of miss talking to him. And once she starts thinking like that, you've already won half the battle. Trick number 3, compliment her. Then withdraw your attention. This one's sneaky but brilliant. You give her a sincere compliment, something real, something that hits her heart. Like, you have such a calming presence. It's rare. I love the way your mind works. It's magnetic. You say it, you mean it. And then you pull back. Wait, isn't that contradictory? Why would you walk away right after creating a moment of connection? Because here's what most guys don't realize. The moment of withdrawal is just as powerful as the compliment itself. Let me explain. When you say something emotionally significant and then go silent, her brain gets stuck in the moment. She replays it. She rewinds it. She wonders, why did he say that? Why did he leave right after? Does he really feel that way? Or was it just casual? This creates what psychologists call an emotional vacuum. And humans, especially women, are wired to fill emotional gaps. By stepping away after giving her something powerful, you trigger a need in her to seek closure, to continue the connection, to come closer. It's not manipulation, it's emotional pacing. And it works because you were genuine. You weren't playing games. You gave her real emotional warmth and then gave her space to feel it. In that space, she becomes more curious, more invested, more likely to chase the feeling back. Pro tip, this works even better if you pair the compliment with eye contact, a slow tone, and then exit gracefully. She'll remember it and she'll want more of it. Trick number 4, disagree with her in a calm, detached way. Most men think that agreeing with everything a woman says makes them more likable. Wrong. Women are not drawn to yes men. They're drawn to men who hold their ground with grace, with calm, and with quiet conviction. So here's how you do it. When she says something you genuinely don't agree with, whether it's about music, politics, a movie, or even relationships, don't just nod. Instead, say something like, "I see where you're coming from, but I see it differently." Interesting take. Here's another way to look at it. You're not attacking her, you're not dismissing her, you're standing in your truth respectfully. And that is magnetic because, in her mind, she starts thinking, he's not trying to impress me. He actually has depth. He's not afraid to be real. Women are biologically drawn to confidence paired with self-possession. You're showing her that you have boundaries. You're not afraid of disagreement. You can engage in real conversation without losing your cool. And here's the best part. Disagreements create emotional energy. They create tension, and tension, if respectful. Wished attraction. You make her curious about your mind. You make her want to understand you more. And the more she leans in emotionally, the more she's chasing. Trick number 5, let her see you with other women. Subtle competition trigger. Now this one, it's ancient, it's primal, and it works every time when done right. Make her see you with other women. Not in a bragging way, not in a sleazy way, not by showing off, but by being naturally social, warm and confident around other women, especially in her presence. Why? Because you're activating something called pre-selection. It's a biological phenomenon rooted in female evolutionary psychology, where women are more likely to find a man attractive if other women already do. It sends a subconscious message. He's desirable. Other women want him. I wonder what I'm missing. It also introduces just a touch of healthy competition. She won't admit it, but the moment she sees another woman laughing with you, complimenting you, looking at you a certain way, she starts asking herself, do I want that to be me? Am I missing my chance? What if someone else gets him first? Suddenly you go from just a guy in her orbit to a man with value, with options, with magnetism. And in her mind, she needs to earn you now. But important, keep it classy. You're not flirting in front of her to provoke jealousy. You're simply showing that you're socially confident and wanted. That, my friend, is emotional leverage. Trick number 6, speak well of another woman, subtle jealousy frame. Now this one requires finesse, but when done right, it works like fire. You're talking to her and you casually say something like, "That woman we met at the seminar, she had a really sharp mind." Or, "I really respect how she handles herself. That's rare these days." Here's what happens next. Not out loud, but in her mind. Wait, why is he noticing her like that? Does he like her? What does she have that I don't? Congratulations. You've just sparked silent competition. This is not about making her jealous in a cruel or manipulative way. This is about activating the scarcity trigger in her brain, a psychological principle that says if something valuable can be lost, it becomes more desirable. When you admire another woman's qualities in front of her without crossing any lines, you introduce a healthy edge. You show her that you are a man of taste. You notice value. You're not emotionally starving for her validation. And because she secretly wants to be the most noticed woman in your eyes, this triggers her desire to rise to the top. The key here, subtlety and timing. You're not praising another woman to provoke her. You're doing it to signal standards, and when she sees you're not easily impressed, she'll want to become the exception. Trick number 7, date multiple women casually and honestly. Now this one might sound controversial, but it's one of the most honest power moves you can make in modern dating, especially if you do it with integrity. Here's the truth. Women are drawn to men who have options. not because they want to compete, but because it signals social proof and high value. When you're casually dating openly and respectfully, it shows you don't rush, you're selective, you're focused on connection, not desperation. And that confidence, that energy, it's irresistible. But here's the golden rule: never lie, never mislead. You must communicate openly. I'm currently exploring. I enjoy meaningful conversations and seeing where things naturally go. You're not sleeping around. You're not playing games. You're living with honesty, confidence, and curiosity. What happens when you do this? She starts to wonder, am I the one who can stand out? What can I offer him that the others can't? And in her heart, the chase begins. Because you're not putting her on a pedestal. You're treating her as one possibility in a world full of beauty, and that makes her want to become your choice. Trick number 8, don't be reactive. Emotional mastery wins. This right here is what separates boys from men. Emotional reactivity. Snapping back, getting overly excited or too easily hurt is a sign of emotional instability. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who can't manage his inner world. So here's the strategy. She delays texting back. Stay calm. She throws a playful jab. Laugh. Does she disagree with you? Respect it. Emotional stillness, power. You show her that you're in control of yourself. You don't need to win every moment. You're not swayed by external chaos. And women notice this because most men, the moment they feel ignored, challenged, or uncertain, start panicking. But you stay composed. You're not ice cold. You're not passive. You're aware and choose when and how to respond. This is called non-reactivity. It makes her feel safe. It makes her feel intrigued. It makes her feel that you're not just reacting to the world, you're directing your place in it. And that is deeply attractive. Trick number 9, use reverse psychology. Mysterious attraction pull. Ready for a mind bender? Sometimes the best way to make her lean in is to lean out. Here's how reverse psychology works. You imply, without saying directly, that you're not sure she's your type yet. You say something like, you're fun, but I'm still figuring you out. You're different, not sure if it's good or dangerous yet. What are you doing? You're planting a mild seed of uncertainty, and humans hate uncertainty, especially women who are used to being pursued. By gently reversing the chase, you create a subtle emotional gap, and she'll want to close it. She'll want to prove herself, but be warned, this is powerful. Use it sparingly and genuinely. You're not playing hard to get. You're simply showing her that you have standards. You're evaluating her too. You're not a yes because she's pretty, and suddenly she's not just waiting to be chosen. She's trying to earn her place in your world. Trick number 10, don't send her messages immediately. Build craving through space. Let's talk about texting, the battlefield where most men lose without even realizing it. She sends you a message. Your heart skips. You reply instantly. You think, this shows I care. But in her subconscious mind, that instant response registers as, he's waiting for me. He has nothing better going on. He's already emotionally hooked. That's not attractive. That's emotional overexposure. So, what do you do instead? You pause, you take your time. You respond with intention, not impulse. When you delay, not out of rudeness but self-possession, you give her mind space to wonder about you. And curiosity is the engine of attraction. Even better, wait until you actually have something valuable or playful to say, something that moves the conversation forward, that sparks emotion, not just bland back and forth. This makes your messages feel like moments, not obligations. And when your texts become moments, she starts checking her phone, hoping to see your name. That's the difference between chasing her and making her crave connection. Texting isn't about frequency, it's about impact. So what's the big picture? Let's pull it all together. You now have 10 psychological powerful tactics, not to manipulate her, but to shift the dynamic from you chasing to her leaning in, from you being just another guy to become a rare man who understands energy, emotional control, and subtle dominance. Here's what that looks like. You flip the script and she chases. You ignore her strategically and she craves validation. You compliment and pull back and she feels the absence. You disagree respectfully and she starts seeking your mind. You let her see you with others, and her fire ignites. You drop subtle praise for other women, and her curiosity grows. You date openly, and your value multiplies. You stay non-reactive and become unshakable. You use reverse psychology and become unforgettable. You delay your responses and her anticipation builds. Each tactic builds emotional investment. Each move adds depth. Each silence becomes seduction. Because women aren't just chasing words, they're chasing the feeling of being around a man who is deeply rooted in himself, a man who knows his worth, a man who commands attention without begging for it. And that man could be you, starting today. What to do now? If this video opened your eyes, if you found yourself thinking, this is what I've been missing, then now's your moment. Hit that subscribe button for more dark psychology, attraction science, and real masculine energy tips, like this video if you got value. It tells the algorithm to show this to more men who need it. Comment below, which of these 10 tactics have you tried, or which one will you try first? And don't keep this to yourself. Share this with a brother, a friend, or any man who's stuck chasing and doesn't even realize he's repelling the very thing he wants, because this isn't just dating advice. This is psychological leverage. This is emotional power. This is how men awaken the part of a woman that longs to pursue. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology, where dating meets truth and truth sets you free.